Everyone, welcome back to Thursday Battlegrounds. Let's go. It's not Wednesday. I'm not going to change the title. Y'all can get fucked.
It's a daylight savings trick.
It is a daylight savings trick, exactly.
Yeah.
It's fucking magic is what it is.
Yep. Tomorrow's Friday. Today's Wednesday. Don't worry about where Thursday is. It's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, so I had a discussion with somebody earlier in the week.
Oh.
Yeah. And the discussion went like this. Hey, I thought that I was subbed to you, but that stopped like about a year and a half ago. And I went, yes.
Was it a question or a statement?
Well,
Or a statement.
turning into a question from a statement.
Yeah.
Because I just replied yes. Because I was like, I'm not going to do this. Like, if you're going to ask the question, ask the fucking question. Because otherwise I'm going to answer with yes. Yes, you used to be subbed to me. Good. And then said person goes, is there a way to resub you at the moment? And I went, no. And they went, what? Why not? And I said, because I'm no longer signed up for that service through Twitch because Prime was taking too much of the money and I was seeing none of it. And they said, how much were you raking in per year? And I went, about 100 USD per year. And they went, yeah. And they went, so, but isn't $100 better than no dollars? And I'm like, not if I have to be in the American tax system, it's not. And then the Australian tax system, which means I actually end up with negative money.
Have a good battle.
How does that even work?
Yeah, it's a whole thing because you have to declare with the US government on their shitty tax thing, right? And they only take a little bit, so I mean, it's not too worrisome. Oops, I forgot to choose a creature.
Battle. Pick yourself back
Let's
up.
grab this one. That's fine. It's too busy talking.
Go ahead.
So you also have to declare your income with the Australian Taxation Office, and if you declare over a certain amount, then you get taxed on it, right?
Of course, yeah.
It's sort of. So you can technically sweep it under the rug if I think it's less than like $5,000 or $10,000 because it's not considered it's considered a hobby, unless you feel like you are doing this as wanting it to be a business or a job, and then the rules change.
If you get to a point where your earnings are over a certain amount, then you pass thresholds, and
that's correct. But if you
definitely wanted.
But if you don't pass those thresholds and you are trying to do something like this as a job or in some sort of business capacity, such as, I don't know, accepting free Commander decks from Wizards, technically payment.
Yep. Any sponsored promotion, stuff like that.
Correct. Then, technically speaking, the ATO want to know about it.
It's okay.
Unless you're not that serious about it. And then they're like, oh, no, that's cool.
Tricky buggers.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I get it, but like, are you really just gonna like turn around and go, I'm doing this because I want to be a big streamer? Like, I want my 1 out of like 1 billion chance of actually,
What do you mean 10,000 people don't instantly tune in and watch us for an hour?
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's the thing. But yeah, so I had to explain to this person, like, no, that's not a thing that's going to be coming back. No, we don't particularly care about it because it's not worth the hassle. And, you know, if we were maybe earning $100 a month, then that would be a completely different thing because we'd be buying things for the stream. We'd be upgrading PCs. We'd be buying, you know, new cameras. We'd be buying new decks, not out of our own pockets, etc. And the person just went, well, that's really sad. Yeah. And that person went, that's really sad because I really enjoy your content. And I went, I mean, you can always donate through Patreon or something like that. And they went, you've got a Patreon? And at that point, I just kind of noped out of the conversation. I just went, you know what? I don't need to have this conversation anymore. I'm fine. I should have upgraded my tab on that one. Whoops.
No, I'll upgrade next turn.
Oh, fucked up. Next turn's going to be a 1 gold upgrade for me.
That's all right. So next turn, oh, damn it. You don't have a unit you could sell. You could probably get away with selling the Wrathweaver. You can actually double upgrade in one turn.
Maybe.
Actually, sometimes if you've got like a token dude or a spare dude, you can go upgrade for 1, and then the next one it costs 7.
Well, yeah.
You just go
So
3.
yeah, I get what you mean. Yep. I'm picking up what you putting down.
But missing the missing turn 1's gonna make things a bit problematic. So you might just need to level a bit lower.
Let me close that. Bloody autoplay. So Moon Knight. Considering that we missed talking about episode 2, and then there was episode 3 came out.
Well, we'll start with initial thoughts. What do you think of the show overall?
It's growing on me.
I'm impressed. I think impressed is the word I'll use.
I'm not sure if I would go that far.
Well, I didn't have any expectation.
Well, see, I did, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those weird things where I guess I didn't really expect that much to come out of it. And it's kind of surpassed what I thought was going to happen. If that makes sense. It is...
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Much better than I gave it actual credit for.
Of course.
Yeah.
I was discussing this with a friend today. I didn't want to see Venom 2.0.
No. And that was one of the things, one of the conversations I wanted to have with you, which is like, it's pretty clear that this isn't Sony doing a thing, which is great, right?
Not at all.
Like it's very clear that this is absolutely Marvel being marvelous, right?
Yeah.
And
this is Marvel doing we're going to take something that nobody's ever seen, and we're going to make it cool that people will want to watch it, keep watching it.
But also continuing their thing of like taking the most absolutely risque property, like ultra violent, horrible property, and making it into a thing.
Yeah, like taking something that people just know nothing about on the global scale and going, you know what?
Yeah, pretty much.
We're about to rock this baby.
We're gonna go for gold. We're gonna go for gold on Tavern Tier 2. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
But this is my impulsive trickster is a 10/10 now, so I think that's fine. Billboard Demon. It's exactly the one I needed. Yes. Payoff. Oh, that's not normal. Okay, well, let's recycle. Ooh. What are we gonna sell? I'm gonna sell the gold.
I'd roll it frozen for the golden Wrathweaver.
Might make all the difference.
And just got it next turn.
Yes. That's what I'm talking about. A soul juggler from getting the gold Wrathweaver. So you know, I feel okay.
No,
Have a good battle, friend.
Right, now you've got plenty of token dudes as
no,
well.
this is the health one.
No, but I mean the demon, you'll be able to get plenty of token dudes to beat people up.
Kill the ghost with 10 damage. Nice.
You beat that ghosty up.
Their weight.
Beat the curator up. Just screw that guy. Okay. What do we want?
Yeah, so going back to the Moon Knight thing. We haven't this is my thing, right? because Sony doesn't have a platform for, technically speaking, a platform for streaming per se, we haven't seen any TV shows come out of Sony Marvel properties, right? Which is good. Which is
Do
good.
that. Yep.
So my concern with that is I'd love to actually have some sort of Spider-Man property based weekly TV series, right? I think that would be really cool. But well, not only is it never going to happen, it can't happen because Sony obviously don't know their shit. Look at Morbius. It's such an absolute shipwreck.
I don't even think it's about them not knowing their shit. They just don't know shit. I swear.
Yeah. But then you look at Moon Knight, and Moon Knight is such an interestingly refreshing Marvel property, right? Because it is bloody, because it is, you know, ultra violent without showing all of the ultra violence, which I think is really like exactly what you would need to expect. Yeah. Like, it's one of those things.
Yeah, that's right.
And to me, that's what really, like, was sparking my interest, because I was like, all right, well, here's this property that's completely different from what we were expecting. You know, we've seen nothing but shitty movies for how long? And then all of a sudden we get this property that's just like, it deals with, you know, not multiple personality disorder. What's it under?
I have questions on that.
On the currently unknown other.
The currently, we'll call it, yeah, I think currently unknown is a good way to describe
pretty
it.
much. The
third party.
The third party, yes, the other party that we have yet to be introduced to. And I wonder if it is. No, I'm not going to talk about that because that's comics. And I don't want to touch that. Let's just say there's a thing in the comics that comes from this, and I will be extremely. I'm just going to sell that. I don't want it. I'll be extremely happy if we get what I think we're going to get, and that's probably about as murky as I can make that. Yeah.
Okay. So I haven't delved into the comic book stuff at all. The first episode, I'm gonna sort of go back because the clues that lead to said third party. Are we gonna like do a little hashtag spoiler alert? Anyone that hasn't watched the first 3 episodes, just
if you haven't watched them, go watch them. Hashtag spoiler alert. Let's go.
The like from the point where like the goldfish was replaced to the date, it was I was intrigued. And I didn't ask the question until yesterday, going was it Mark or was it someone else that did those things?
Mm-hmm.
I'm now convinced it was someone else.
Oh, it's absolutely somebody else.
Because originally I'm like, well, of course, there's 2 people in there. So Mark's the one that took the fish back. Mark's the one that did this. I do not agree anymore. I think I do not think Mark took the fishy back.
Well, I think it actually goes further than that, right? Like, I don't think that the date was set up by Stephen or Mark.
What is this?
I think that date situation was actually set up by said third party. Ooh.
Oh my God, mind blown. You're so right.
I think that is...
Oh.
It just blew your mind, didn't it? And it was all there from the first episode, all of it. And we didn't see it. And Marvel and the writers did such a good job of obfuscating it that...
Look, I saw it, but I didn't see it. we knew he was doing things when he wasn't awake. But because of the way they introduced Mark and then made the second episode so Mark-centric, it really, they've put it right in your face and then sort of distracted you away from, oh, wow.
They put it...
From going back and asking those questions because they've gone, there's somebody else operating in the background and then they give you Mark. So your brain automatically says, well, that's Mark.
Here's something else that's going to break your brain. Do you really think that Ethan Hawke is going to be the big bad of this season?
Back, friend.
I'm actually quite intrigued by Ethan.
So am I, but I feel like there's more to it than just the Armit thing. Like, I feel like we're actually going to see a different person as like the big bad villain.
Oh, okay. I'm not quite there. I'm more there's more to the relationship or their old relationship than someone cares to admit.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah. Whoa.
Of course. Okay. Let's shock you down. Let's sell you.
I'll get rid of that. Oh wow. Now I'm intrigued. Is intrigued the right word? Probably not, but
I mean, it's a fine word.
You've got James B. None.
I don't want to freeze that.
Yeah.
More chances to get these guys. Yeah, okay, so the interesting thing for me was, so in episode 3, quite clearly we've got third party. We know that there's a third party. And it's surprisingly not Mark Spector, who might have actually been doing the massive body count. Because he hesitates on killing people. Like, especially when it comes to, like, adolescents or, essentially kids. So it's like, all right, so you're supposed to be a mercenary. Now,
do you think it's someone worse than Mark?
I do. And I think it's Mark's wife's father. Yeah.
Holy mother of
Can
what the
call
hell?
it now. So clearly there was something that happened with Mark in Egypt, right?
Is that why Mark is that why, what's his fucking name?
Don't tell me else.
That's why the god wants the wife. Yes.
Hold on.
Layla?
Right.
Yeah.
Layla. Wow.
Yeah. It's a messy situation, and look, I'm probably wrong. I don't think that I'm wrong. I think that I'm quite right. But we'll see.
Messy's not the word. Fuck.
That's absolutely how I would write it, because we know that Mark died in Egypt and was saved by Khonshu, right? That's an absolute point that we absolutely know 100%.
It's an absolute
We also know that something happened in Egypt with Layla's father. All right.
Okay. So is Mara, so Stephen was in Egypt because he works at a museum, right?
Stephen wasn't in Egypt, he was in London.
Are you
yes.
Sure?
The only reason that Stephen was in London, though, was because of Khonshu. Because Stephen's obviously got remnants of those other lives bouncing around in his head.
Okay.
Are you saying you think that maybe Stephen didn't realize the fact that he was being controlled by Khonshu or by Mark? Or third party?
I'm saying that Mark died and Mark didn't look like Stephen when he did.
Well, Stephen's just a fake alien.
While you can.
Is it? Or is that the actual owner
so
of the body that
let's
they've
go to
stolen?
episode 3 and talk about Layla for a second. The fact that Layla's sub-mother, obviously not her mother, but sub-mother, can do the fake passports and stuff, right? So Stephen is an alias that Layla's father created for Mark so that Mark could reintegrate and lay low if need be, or to travel, basically.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that Mark's rap sheet is going to go further than just like stuff in Egypt. Because it,
What are you trying to say?
it just sounds like he was a hired mercenary.
Yeah. All right. So who is the original body
Mark.
belong to? That is Mark's body.
I'm 100% convinced that it's
Yeah.
definitely Mark's body.
I'm just, that's where my doubt lies. Like, I think it might be Steven's body, wrong place, wrong time, and they Khonshu took the body away from Steven.
I mean, it's certainly possible.
bring Mark and Layla's dad back. It's just my theory. But fuck, what was I?
Wow, I just got mangled.
That's not difficult to get.
Doing
to
so
happen.
well.
This-
6th place. Ugh.
What am I in? I'm playing against first now. This is going to be rough.
Let's go back on scouting duties.
I'm scouting duty. What do we want to do?
You up in 2nd place like a boss.
I think I'm in strife here though, because last time I had a crazy opposition. No, we'll see. We will see what happens. This person has not copped much damage.
Mhm.
I have a bad feeling that this demon player copped the 2 damage that they've taken is quite possibly
Just
due to playing
just from their own
Wrath.
wraths.
But you never know. Could be wrong. Could be super weak, and I could be in the driver's seat.
But yeah, so the first episode of Moon Knight, I believe my comment was, I don't know if I like it, but I certainly haven't like stopped myself from watching it. So I think that says a lot.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's a reasonable.
Week
statement.
2 was like, this is falling off a bit. This is a bit weak. I'm still gonna hang in there because maybe episode 3 will be better. And then episode 3 was like, now we're in Egypt and like here's all this really cool stuff, and you know I have an absolute bias for Egyptology basically, because when I was younger, that's one of the many things that I studied like pretty heavily because it was fucking fascinating.
I'm sure. Oh,
Mostly because, I mean, I'm just going to call it out, Egyptians were crazy. Like most ancient cultures, they did some stuff that was just,
let's be real.
you know, a little bit odd. And by today's standards, they'd be absolutely arrested for doing it.
Yeah, fair point.
Not unlike the Mayans and, you know, sacrificing winners of their kind of their ball game that they did for their emperor or whatever it was. I don't know. I'm a bit rusty on Mayans, just to be honest. They were always less interesting than the Egyptians. But then again, you still had that whole like you know, the big temple slash pyramid things, and like, how did they make this thing?
Yeah, that's true. I
Which
don't
we
know.
still haven't figured out.
Which is
Yeah,
hilarious.
it's one of those things where, you know, constantly we are going like, oh well, we know they must have rolled these big sandstones from the rivers or wherever, like for months on, you know, wooden tree trunks to like transport them through a desert to somehow put them all together, and they were too heavy for them to carry, so they must have had a winch and pulley system, but the stones just fit so perfectly together that it would have required an absolute artisan in their field to do it, because of how each stone is shaped, and they're not a millimeter off, they are not micro off, they are perfectly placed in
Yeah.
accordance with the star map that was there at that time as well. So clearly the ancient Egyptians had astronomers. So now we know that they had, you know, carpenters that were the best in their field, and now we also know that they have these astronomers that would have been the best in their field. And
But yeah.
then we find out that, like, bartering systems and stuff that were going on, and then we find out that, like, there's quite the possibility that even, you know, First Nations peoples here in Australia quite possibly had contact with ancient Egyptians as well. And it's like this whole thing where you're just going, okay, well, what weren't they into?
It's just a rabbit
Yeah.
hole go.
And like, what are we gonna find out? Because I think the contact with Australia thing was only found out like a couple of years ago. And it's just like, that's amazing. We're only still finding stuff out about our own country that's, you know, our stolen country, let's be honest. But yeah, you know, only still finding out about the history of even like of the earth. We just don't know enough. And we pretend to, but at the end of the day, we know nothing about what we're doing.
Yeah, this is true. What the hell do I do now?
I don't know. You've got a lot
Yeah,
of
go
quill
up
balls.
the
They're very
big
interesting.
track. Probably should have left that quill bore out until I've done this. Put the neck there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Look. Off that guy.
I mean, at the end of the day, if we find out that somehow, like, ancient Egyptians had, you know, contact with the other world through some device that we don't have, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, like, at some point I'd just be like, makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised.
It's like, yeah. That's
Yeah.
just how it is.
You know,
Yeah.
we don't really know enough about them anyway. We're trying to piece it together. I mean, wasn't it only recently that they found Cleopatra's underwater pyramids or something or other? Like some other burial ground that we weren't aware of? See if I can find it.
I don't think I win this fight. Well, maybe I do. Oh, no. No, I don't. Damn it. Damn it. Alright. It's not a complete loss yet. Let's see what.
Mm. Antiherodos. That's the one. Anterodes.
I don't have that anymore.
Anterodes or Anterodos was the... Hang on. Cleopatra's underwater palace, it probably sank around the 4th century when it succumbed to both earthquakes and a large tsunami following an earthquake in the eastern Mediterranean near Crete. Crete? Socrates. In the year 365. So, like, that's fucking amazing. When did we find it, though? 96? 96, okay. I mean, that's still pretty recent.
That's relatively recent, yeah.
Yeah. So in 96, underwater archaeology in the harbor of Alexandria, conducted by Frank Godio, relocated the island and found that it was actually on the opposite side of the harbor from where it was placed by Strabo. So Strabo was like, oh, it's on this side. And then in 1996, this guy, Frank, was like, oh, I found it. It was actually on the other side. That's why we couldn't find it and thought it didn't actually exist. The island was around between 500 hectares to 1,200 acres. What? That's still pretty tiny. And was fully paved with 3 branches leading off in different directions. The main branch was 300 meters or 1,000 feet long and had an esplanade facing the site of the Caesarean temple on the mainland seafront. So they probably also built like some sort of water bridge from this island and like extended that out to the mainland, which is, if you think about it, kind of nuts for them to do at the time as well. Like, to figure out how to do that.
Yeah. Holy mothballs, what the freaking hell do I do here?
You die. You die, Mr. Bond.
I think so. I feel like dying for pretty young.
Especially to that 100 and 180. Oof.
I've got to... Alright, I'm going to
That's why I
die.
hate mechs.
The 81's going to kill that, but... Nah, we can't kill both of those things. I didn't have poison on.
No, here we go. The site of Mark Antony's uncompleted palace, the Timonium, was also located on the island. What? Makes sense. She really liked Mark Antony, apparently. Quite a lot, you know. Just a little bit. Lot of sexy
Instead.
time there.
Yeah.
Again?
Let's have at it. Wait, you're still
No,
spectating me.
Go for it.
There we go.
So it's not doing its thing. Ah, there it goes.
I challenge you to a game of
I
Battleground.
challenge you to. But yeah, like ancient Egyptians, man, like.
Did you like the way they did the Avatar thing? I feel like there's a lot more to go as far as.
Did I like it in this, or did I like it better in Shazam?
If you say you like Shazam, we've got issues.
Actually, I didn't mind Shazam. I didn't think it was terrible.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being
But I mean,
now.
and that's also fine though. What?
What
Choose
are
a
we doing?
minion in Bob's Tavern, add it to your hand, and set its stats to 2. What? What? Make it a 2/2? Why would I?
Yeah, but you get it for 2 gold.
Why would I buy a minion for 2 gold and set its stats for 2 and lose potential stats?
Well, if it's a 1/1, you're getting a bonus. But sometimes it has a battle cry effect.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right, let's do it.
And your buddy is every time you play an even statted character, it gets bigger. Pretty cool. It's better than Shadowwalk.
I mean, you say it's cool.
7 fresh opponents.
Watch when you're playing tutus and it keeps buffing your little baby elephant.
Which one do we take?
That just
though?
sounds all sorts of wrong.
I mean, I could take the imps, or I could take beasts. Beast is pretty cool. But demons...
I'm playing there's an 80s theme song playing in my head right now with the character that I got.
Why? Is it foreigner?
It's that innie mech guy with the hero power of MacGyver.
There.
I'm hearing the MacGyver theme song in my head.
Alright, that was kind of cool. Oh my.
Okay.
Keep up the
It
pressure.
jokes. Alright, I'm gonna buy the other one for 2. Reset. Oh, I can get a golden next turn. Alright, let's reset up. Oh boy.
Playing the same game here. Well, except yours are 2/2s.
Yeah, I'm feeling like this maybe was a good choice.
I see, said the blind man.
I mean, you're right. I am blind. Thank you.
I see.
Yeah, Jack.
Don't tell the others.
That was funny.
I'm rooting for you.
I 100% lose this fight.
Yeah, maybe.
But I get a mech.
Oh yeah, you're right. You do lose this fight. Sorry.
Okay.
I'll beat you for once. Smack.
Alright.
I gave you a little up tap. Smart. Just a little one.
Work out there.
A
Keep
little
up the
one.
pressure.
Just tiny. Yeah, well, they're all kind of crap. I guess we'll grab the reborn because that's a reborn. What do you guys do? Next refresh plus 0? Sure.
Yeah, one reborn's alright. They used to be tier 1.
Really?
Used to be tier 1. But yeah, where do you think this goes this season? Who knows?
To be honest, I don't really know. Like, because you've got to stop in it, right?
You got to stop. Harrow. Is it Harrow?
Yeah.
The bad guy Arthur Harrow.
Was it Arthur? I know it's Harrow. Yes.
Arthur Harrow from Unleashing Armored.
So,
Yep.
I don't know. Like, once you stop on it, what else happens? You know what I mean? Like, who else are you gonna?
Yeah, that's a good.
That's why I think that there's like, it's gonna introduce a big
Another
bad.
big bad.
An actual
The
big bad,
season 2.
especially when they're like talking about how Arnott actually has like multiple. Oh, hang on. Guess we do that. Use that to buy you. Then cash in you and buy the other
I
one as
didn't like that
well.
one either. Gold for the trouble.
Demons. Let's see.
That's what I'm thinking.
Demons.
Where was I? Oh yeah, right. Okay, so they said that you have to be careful because Arnott has other gods that were backing or trying to find Arnott to release Arnott from the tomb.
So they found the tomb though. They've got the scarab, so they know where the tomb is.
Have they though?
Sorry. Harrow knows where the tomb is.
Does he though?
Doesn't the scarab lead direct?
Well, we think that, and then if that's the case, why is he showing up in Act 2 of Episode 3,
Doing great
trying
out
to get
there.
whatever was in the coffin?
Because he knew that they were hot on his trail.
But then why wouldn't you just like dig out the tomb while you're there and just go screw it. Like they'll find us eventually, but
Yeah, the other gods don't believe it. He's got to focus on
yeah,
him.
maybe. I just feel like that's a bit of like a little red herring thrown in.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Look at me winning games.
Just trying to figure out what the end game is.
I think that's going to be the hardest thing to determine, to be honest. Ooh.
Good at
After
this.
play a minion with attack equal to its health. Ah, I see. So if I buy you... Bam. Nice. Okay, I get it. Let's refresh you. We did get a demon. So I guess we buy the demon.
Buy the demon. Keep putting.
I think we move some shit around a little. There. You'll find where you are. Something like that. I might put one of you guys back here. But now, the next turn we upgrade. We sell one off. Buy whatever comes from the upgrade. We on tavern 3, so hopefully it'll be a shooter, which would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see how this goes.
I gotta still stop milking mechs.
Ah.
Hero power is way too addictive.
I don't think that sounds how you think it sounds.
Gotta be really careful, don't they? Whoopsie.
Yeah, take that, Lich King. 5 to the face. Biatch. Alright, let's see what we get. So to go to 5.
Minions really
Alright,
pulled
well.
their weight.
I mean, at least just something. So let's buy you. Let's refresh in. Nothing really? Okay. Let's get rid of the Mystic Cup, whatever you want to call it.
Another satisfied customer.
Call it the Mystic Cup.
That's what I'm going to call it. It's the Mystic Cup.
Puppy Von Cup. I don't know what that means.
I don't
And-
either.
I think I'm in a lot of
We'll
trouble.
let that go because we want the shooter.
Actually, I think I'll be right this round. It's the round after that I think I'm struggling with.
But yeah, we're 3 episodes in, and I feel like we're 6 episodes in. But then in saying that, we've only got 3 episodes to go, right? Because it's a 6-episode series, I believe. Like it's pretty limited.
Yeah, it's limited, so there's not long to go.
And then we'll be into. Oh, hello there, General Grievous.
Hello
Would you like to see my butt, Anakin? I'm the top. I have the high ground.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'll be interesting to see what they do with Obi-Wan, to be honest, because I'm like, I don't know.
Don't seem to remember ever owning a droid. Very.
Why you forget me, father? Beep boop beep boop boop boop. Okay, no shooter. What do you do? No.
Okay. So, played this guy. I played
I
that.
need to 3 you.
So get rid of that.
I can just 3 you. Still off the reborn. Play you. Spin the wheel. Not terrible. Spin the wheel. That's what we want. So let's buy you for a discount to get the extra. by the Demon Eater
Good
that we
tactical
can't use.
choice.
Oh, shit. We can wait until next turn anyway and try and figure it out. Because I think we sell this guy. But then I guess we eat the Trickster. So yes.
You're down a minion and up a gold.
Oh, that worked out too. Come on. Yes. Yes. Okay. Shuffle. Oh, too late. Damn it.
You're doing great out there.
Okay. All right. Good, good. Is this working? Oh, yeah, it is. All right, great.
Oh, how did I live up by it? Not good. Not good.
Yes.
Oh,
Take that.
It's working.
I don't want another one of
Keep
those.
up
I
the pressure.
want. Yeah, I'll take that.
My one here. Upgrade. Refresh. Oh. I don't really have anything to sell. Any more of these guys? I think I just refresh until I can start hitting. Oh, bingo.
I actually don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing.
Well, I
with
just
this.
put a Soul Juggler as a 2/2, so that I could get the gold from it, like a golden.
Yeah, and when you triple things, the third one, the stats on the third one don't count unless they're
Mhm.
enhanced, so it doesn't matter. Good work. Yeah, I'm very excited for Kenobi.
Yeah, I think it'll be
Marvel's
interesting.
got this shit together so well. By the time Moon Knight finishes, be ready for Doctor Strange, and then we'll see Doctor Strange and we'll go and watch
Yeah.
Kenobi.
Yeah, exactly.
Doing
It's like-
great out there.
Just to go back and forth from, and then if you're me, you've got winning time on the in between.
Oh, I think I've lost this one.
Which I'm actually finding quite good. The whole Jerry Bus story. Like I wasn't sure how I'd
Yeah.
feel about it, but it's actually quite a good watch.
It's so
I think they've
we all hit some bumps.
sort of hit the nail on the head with some things. Yeah, take that, Lich King. Stick that in your pipe and smoke it.
Give me something I actually want.
All
I
right.
Get a triple.
One of you.
Next turn.
Put a duty thingamajigger here. And the thingamahoozer what's it?
Thingamahoozer what's it?
Yeah. Thingamahoozer what's it's a great.
Thingamahoozer what's it?
What the fuck is that thing? Get him later.
You know what? I haven't actually come across a third Wrathweaver.
Which is
I just
surprising.
noticed that. I was like, I haven't come across that.
Well, Jiraxis is the lobby, but
I'm like, what's chewing up all my space? Oh, that's what's chewing up all my space. Okay.
I need to get the thingo that does the stuff. Actually, need to get a Noyo module to taunt my
It'd be
big
annoying.
guy.
Wahahaha.
Yeah. Like to be mega annoying.
Mega Toad's annoying.
Oh, there's no way I'll lose this fight. Great. Yeah, I think that's
Oh no.
oh no,
Lich King killed my shooter.
not quite lethal.
Oh boy, I'm in trouble.
Problem with doing well
Oof.
is my dudes aren't dying.
Yeah, I
anymore.
just took 18 damage, so. Wish I could say that I feel you, but
Some fresh recruits for you.
not quite
not
there at the
quite
moment.
there. Okay, so I buy this one. Oh yeah.
Hey, that's fun.
Well, we got our
Right.
immune guy.
Me and you.
That should be interesting, yeah. I think I need to get rid of.
Well, now you've got the guy that makes you
Yeah.
immune. I hope we stand off rather than knock one another out.
Me too. Yep. But you want to eat something, and I don't want you to eat something. This was a mistake. No choice. Sadness. Took too long. Took too long. Ah.
I can't.
I'm you.
I think I actually did. Shouldn't have put this second minion
Look what
down.
just happened. What is going on with my screen?
It's just sitting there. It doesn't want to. It's not letting you see the pain that one of your dudes is about to go through.
All of my dudes about to go through. Yeah, what does your app say? Does your app say that I'm dead?
There's 100% win,
Oh,
a 90%.
hit me for exactsies.
I'm not impressed with my companion app.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to work real well.
I'm impressed with its accuracy. I'm not impressed with the fact that it killed you.
I'm very not impressed with the fact that it killed me. Just gonna say.
Yeah.
Did you hear it? Did you hear the sound? Changing Murlocs. Yeah.
Hey, what the bloody hell?
Pretty much. Oh, that's a big mech.
Sub Scrubber is looking pretty good.
Ugh.
I think I want to triple the Deflecto.
That's what I was gonna say. So after we had Falcon and Winter Soldier, I expected that Moon Knight would be probably good but a little disappointing, because that's how I felt about Falcon and Winter Soldier, right? It was just like,
Did you hear the case on that they're going to start
no,
filming
that
Captain
was
America 4 soon?
not correct. No. Anthony Mackie's doing
I'm glad.
Twisted Metal, the movie for the PS2 game or PS1 game. That's gonna be interesting. Yeah, we actually don't know when Captain America 4 is going to start filming.
We all want Captain America 4 to start filming so we can.
I just want to see more Anthony
what-
Mackie in that role to see, like, you know, how it gets handled more than anything.
I really like Anthony Mackie as
I'm going to be honest. Not only do I like Anthony Mackie as Cap, I thought we were going to get Anthony Mackie during Civil War, because I thought they were actually going to do the proper Civil War storyline instead of the bastardization that we got, which was fine, but it was a pretty bad movie. It wasn't great.
Yeah, no, I hear you on the bastardization.
Like,
side.
you know, Cap getting shot by a sniper, you know, Bucky taking up the mantle for a brief period of time before Sam takes up the mantle, you know, and then I thought we would have a whole lead-in movie where, you know, that Bucky hands it over to Sam and just says, this isn't mine, this was never intended to be mine, this is absolutely yours, you are, you know, you are everything that we were fighting for, and you stand for everything in the modern age, and you should be carrying the shield. But the fact that, like, Sam Wilson's Captain America doesn't have super speed, super strength, super healing, any of that is like, oh, okay, so you're going to be relying on your wings a lot. I get that. That's fine.
They're gonna
Yeah.
serum.
They're going to have to at some point, right? There's going to have to be something that happens. But I don't know what.
Yeah, look, I still don't know where the MCU is what direction
Yeah,
they're gonna take. To be honest,
Pretty much. I mean, we didn't get, like, America Chavez or whatever her name is. Like that other Captain America that we thought we were getting with, you know, Spider-Man No Way Home. We now have, like,
Yeah,
the
that's
possibility that, you know, Tobey Maguire and or Andrew Garfield might come back to potentially the MCU, which I think everyone would be absolutely more than happy to see.
that's true.
Yeah.
I think it'd be good.
I mean, we all hated Tobey Maguire by the end. Because, you know, it came out that apparently he was a bit of a diva and a bit of a dick.
Wow.
But, like, Andrew Garfield, on the other hand, everyone was like, oh, he's so lovely and, you know, such a nice person and blah-de, blah-de, blah. And I'm like, yeah, well, give him a new Spider-Man movie. Like, give him one where he's dealing with the whole, like, you know, Gwen is dead. Like, let him deal with the death of Gwen.
Well, they changed that. They fixed it. Now she's
Well,
alive.
that's not necessarily true, let's be honest.
Not necessarily true, but there's a possibility that he goes back to a reality where she's alive.
Yeah. Let's hope they don't do that.
Didn't say
Let's hope they don't.
possibility.
That's all I'm going to say.
What? You wouldn't want to
No,
see them
not at
retcon a
all.
movie?
I think it's a good thing she's dead.
Look, I tend to agree. Just take the piece. I don't think the intent of No Way Home was to retcon all the old Spider-Man movies.
Some of them villains. Which is funny because I saw the argument somebody was saying, like, but you're still returning the villains to die, and it's like, no, you're returning them fixed so that they understand their wrongs. Yeah, their choices are going to be a bit different. Like, Ock is no longer controlled by those tentacles, so he's going to go back and, you know, he's done some bad shit, and he's probably going to get locked up or something, you know. But they'll let him out because they'll be like, well, clearly it wasn't your fault, it was the tentacles, and, you know.
What made me do it?
It was all the Japanese tentacle porn.
Buddy. Far out.
But somebody was saying, like, you know, they had to have all the old Spider-Man villains in there to kind of fix them. And I was like, but, like, to save them, I should say. And I was like, but the Lizard didn't die. Sandman didn't die. Neither of those
That's
died.
true.
So we didn't need to fix them. And Lizard was fixed by the end of that Spider-Man movie, wasn't he? He was like human again. Like the rest of the fucking city. Yeah, they rehumanized him at the end when he did the spray into the air. So like,
Agreed.
you're bringing him back as the Lizard for no good
real.
reason. Thanks, guys.
Still a bona fide nut job.
But yeah.
What are we going to do? That's what we want, an Amalgadon.
But it's funny because somebody was saying if Marvel was in control, what is the villain that I would like to see, come to the MCU, be part of the MCU?
Ooh.
And I was thinking about this a lot, and it still comes back to Kraven the Hunter, but not as a main villain, as a side villain.
Yeah.
I actually think that out of what would come out of it would be out of the 80s Spider-Man series, the animated series, and go with Smythe. Smythe. The Spider Slayer robots. I think that to me sounds like a really cool thing to do. That and tying it into the upcoming Armor Wars, right? Give it some Stark technology, like the Spider Slayers are running on Stark technology. Yeah, and it's all part of the Armor Wars series when that kicks off and gets going.
It'd be interesting.
It's sort of another thing that I keep forgetting is, supposed to be coming out at some point. Yeah, kick that ghost's ass. Die, ghost, die.
Yeah. Which
Yes.
died at least.
I mean, it was only on one life anyway, so.
You have. Oh, you've got a crazy board. You've got Poison Murloc.
Poison Murlocs.
Control.
So I binge watched season 1 of Miracle Workers today, which is Steve Buscemi as God and Daniel Radcliffe as an angel that works for Heaven Inc. It's pretty good. Until I got to season 2. And season 2 is Dark Ages. So it's all the same characters, but now they're humans living in the Dark Ages because it's a comedy series. And season 3 is Outlaw or something like that, or Oregon Trail, and I'm like, that sounds far more interesting to me to watch a cowboy era rather than Dark Ages. And then I thought about it, and I think it directly ties into the fact that nowadays I don't want to play an RPG.
Servos engaged.
So I'm just not an RPG person.
Yeah. Do I win this? I don't think I win
Do
it.
you? I think you win
Well,
this.
maybe I don't. Do I? Oh no, I've got some. I've still got. I've got poison and I've got. Yeah, no, maybe I do. I've got the divine shield. All right. 6.
Oh.
One on. Okay, so what do I do?
We have to learn this build.
Build this up. Triple this up. Give me an Amalgadon. Give me an Amalgadon. No, I'm not going to give me an Amalgadon.
Safety restrictions offline. Harvesting servos engaged.
I don't think any of that helps. One, two. Well, if I need it.
Hmm.
If
Which one?
I need it. The Primal Fin, the second from the right. Primal Fin, look out. The 4-star Murloc.
Go on to another Merfolk, discover a Merfolk. I mean, Murloc.
Yeah. The golden brand. I get 3 battle cries off it.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
And Amalgadon is a Murloc. Gives me an opportunity to get another Amalgadon. With all the battle cries, I should get another poisonous Divine Shield Amalgadon. Still 70% chance.
Yeah, this will be an interesting one.
I think I need to. He sniped me. And I didn't get his. Oh, this is going to be tight.
This is going to be tight.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, in the shield, damn you.
Yeah, lost this one. Yeah.
Yes, and that's lethal. Because if he 6-drop survives, we lose. That one. That was a close game. Not much has changed with the new expansion,
it
thankfully.
feels like much the same when it comes to Battlegrounds.
Yeah, they only make slight tweaks and things for heroes and some minions. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
Well,
that was
that's
good.
this week's.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
well, those games felt really good. It was good. Well, hopefully next week we're back to Wednesdays and we'll have something interesting Moon Knight wise.
We won't, because Moon Knight happens generally about the same time that we start streaming.
Why too?
So-
Oh no. We can discuss what we think the episode's going to be.
What we think
haven't
the
done that
episode's
yet.
going to be. Yeah, that's yep. Keep that one nailed down. That's one that we can definitely do for sure. Cool. Okay, do you have anything that you need to pimp?
Oh, look, I can. Let's pimp the You Can't Comp This podcast, because this week's Easter episode
With a special guest.
we've got a special guest that's going to give us a very, very big deep dive into NFTs and open about 75 rabbit holes for us.
Now you'll need a glossary.
So if you don't know who the special guest is,
What?
Alex
It's
yourself.
me? I don't even remember doing an hour and a half podcast where I ranted about how people shouldn't buy NFTs.
Yes, well,
This...
and a bit more of an explanation as to why people shouldn't buy them. I think that was it's interesting. Like it's we might have to get you back for a explanation on how cryptocurrency
can we
works.
not? I don't even care about the crypto side of things.
Yeah. Maybe we'll go back to the NBA
That would be
trading card side of
great.
things.
That would be great.
But, yeah, You Can't Cop This podcast. Check it out.
Yeah, check it out.
about
Really
it
check
from
out all
me.
good stuff. For me, I don't even know if on Saturday I'm doing a stream with Lexicrunch, because it was supposed to be like not last week but the week before, and only 2 of us were around, and then they wanted to do it this weekend, and I was like, can't, I'm busy because I'm streaming Commander like I do every fucking fortnight. So yeah, I don't think I have anything to pimp. Come back next Wednesday and talk Moon Knight with us.
We'll find out then.
That's the way we
Awesome.
go. Yeah. Well, thanks
See
a
you
lot
next
for hanging
Wednesday.
out, Adam, and thanks everyone else. And we'll catch you next Wednesday. Same bat time, same bat channel, probably 6 p.m. or maybe 7 p.m. We'll see how we feel. Exactly. All right.